Well, hello. Someone's late for Spooky Scary Sunday. Look at me, on time for once, and you, running late. It's okay. I'm not angry yet. We're all just coming in. Come one, come all. Spooky Scary Sunday train is taking off. Well, since we're all here now, let's get started. If you don't know what Spooky Scary Sunday is by now, then please subscribe. But Spooky Scary Sunday is the show where every Sunday the samurai get together, we congregate to form the beautiful tribe that we are. We sit back, relax, and we watch some scary videos sent in by you guys via Twitter using the hashtag Spooky Scary Sunday. You go to Twitter, follow me at Corey Kenshin, use the hashtag Spooky Scary Sunday, and leave a link to the scariest video that you know. And if your video gets picked, you get a shout out, Dad! So sit back, relax, grab some snacks. Go ahead, get you some oatmeal, some pancakes, and some grape juice. And with that being said, first video. Now this first video is called FNAF Tapes Springtrap Escaped. Oh great! And it was uploaded by Golden Lane Studio. Now this was sent to us by Santiago, which coincidentally was my name back in Spanish class in high school. Yeah, your boy name used to be Santiago. Santiago said, here's something spooky for the next Triple S. So I'm ready, Santiago. Oh my gosh. FNAF Tapes number 1. This looks crazy! Oh my... Why does this look like a trailer for a video game? Oh my... See? What you going down here for? See? He looking for trouble. See, I would have saw that light. I'ma just shut up. Oh, turn around. Get up out of there. Get up out of there.
What?
They eat people? Do the animatronics? I don't think they do that. They just kill you, right? Yep. Showtime. Bro, I'm jumping. I'm jumping. I don't care, bro. At least that's an instant death. Bro, these glitches, man, they lighten me up.
Oh, no. Please.
Shut up with all that breathing. Bro, why would you hide right here? Is that even an animatronic anymore? That thing's organic. Yup. Hit the door. Hit the door. Throw a bottle. Why are you screaming? What is wrong?
Damn it.
Oh. They gonna make us watch this? I don't wanna watch this! Oh, roll off, roll off!
I am disgusted
Excuse me? That was ice cold. That's how we starting this week off? Now this next one is called Kitty Cat 96 and it was uploaded by Bune. Now this was sent to us by, yeah. And they said this one's kinda spooky, so, if it's not, I'm coming for your back meat. Oh, this is not an intro? I can't read any of this. Please post a new video. New video? This is you guys writing to me. Take a look inside. Wait, what? Huh? Bro, what is happening? She made a copy of herself. There can only be one? Oh my. Oh. I feel like I just recovered from an acid trip. The animation style was super dope though. Now this next one is called Don't Stop for Gas at Night. Ooh, I'm already excited. And it was uploaded by Klart, who also did the Cory Kenshin Baldy animation, which you should check out. Why are you just staring at me like that? Can never go wrong with Zero. That was a good video. Thanks again, Klart. Now this was sent to us by Rivehard, and he said gas up, light fire, slice them up. Now I'ma just give y'all a second, cause that was a little subliminal cue for y'all to slice that like button. So I appreciate you, Rivehard, for letting the community know, cause sometimes y'all be forgetting. I'm like, I don't know what's been going on with y'all.
Back in the summer of 2016, I got my first job.
Hold up. Let me turn that up.
Back in the summer of 2016, I got my first job at 18 years old. I was excited about the work, but not about the commute. Without traffic, it was a 30-minute drive both ways.
Dang.
And I normally got off work around midnight, and the last thing I wanted to do was drive a half hour to get home. During the first few weeks, I was still getting used to my new routine, and one of the first things my mother told me was to keep an eye on my gas tank, and if I ever needed more, I should leave early and stop on the way, but never on my way back.
True.
I understood her concern. I was a petite 18-year-old female, and I looked even younger. But being who I was, I half forgot, half ignored that advice. And one night on my way home, I realized I legitimately didn't have enough gas in the tank to get me to my exit. I pulled into the first station I could find, not caring about the brand or the cost of the gas. I decided to make it as quick as possible, and only put in about $10 worth, just to get myself out of there. I swiped my card and began pumping gas. And once it got to the $10 mark, I shut it off and printed out my receipt. Thinking the worst was behind me, I was about to climb back into my car and book it home, when a voice came from the tiny intercom above the pump. "Ma'am, there was a problem with your credit card payment." I paused and glanced at the guy at the counter.
I got my gas. If it was an issue, that gas shouldn't have came out the pump, partner. I'm out.
and felt a chill spiral down my neck. He was one of those tall, gaunt, sketchy-looking clerks, and was staring right out the window at me, beckoning me to come inside. I stepped back towards the gas pump and pressed the button on the intercom. "What's wrong with my card? I have a receipt. It went through just fine."
Yeah.
I didn't try to hide the annoyance in my voice. I didn't like the look of this guy, or the way he sounded. "I just need you to come inside, ma'am. Your receipt is incorrect. I'm going to need to run your card in here."
Huh?
He replied, a bit too quickly. I looked back at the guy through the window in frustration. There was no way I was going in there, where I would be alone with him.
Exactly.
He was staring at me wide-eyed, like some kind of creep. I stood my ground, pulled out my phone, and checked my credit card app. I held it up stupidly as if he could see it from there, and I pressed the intercom button again. It went through. I see it on my statement. I'm not coming in.
Get in the car.
"Ma'am, if you attempt to leave, I'll call the police. I have your tag number. Please come inside."
I'll
I
show
then
them my
shouted at
receipt.
him from across the parking lot instead of pressing the intercom. "Over $10 of gas, you're gonna call the cops? Fuck you. I'm leaving." I walked a few steps around my car and gave him the finger. I was just about to walk back around my car and climb into the driver's seat when I paused. He was mouthing something to me through the window. I would have ignored it, but he suddenly looked much more desperate than creepy. He kept beckoning me forward and calling out something that I couldn't hear through the window. I must have made a weird look, because 5 seconds later he slammed a piece of paper on the window where he had hastily written, "Guy in your car."
Huh? Oh! Oh, she running
Booked
in
him
now.
inside the station, and once I was there, the clerk locked the door and told me to get down. He had his eyes on my car and had a gun in his hand. I squatted down behind the counter and watched the security cameras as a tall guy in sweatpants
Time out. I want to call attention to the detail of the animation. We got Pocky, we got price tags, we got warning CCTV, we got employees restricted, we got lava soda. K-Lar, we appreciate the attention to detail. Look at this. We got a Pringles. Amazing. I'm immersed. Well, I'm sorry for breaking y'all immersion, but sometimes you just gotta appreciate.
I squatted down behind the counter and watched the security cameras as a tall guy in sweatpants and a windbreaker nudged my back door open, slid out quickly and jogged away into the night.
Wow.
I started freaking out. Turns out the clerk had noticed the guy hanging around the side of the building on the monitors. And as soon as I pulled in, he made a beeline for my car. He crouched down and opened the door, and slid himself inside as I was swiping my card, being careful not to close the door all the way behind him, so that I wouldn't hear anything. The clerk had noticed all of this on the camera.
He did it to save her. What a legend!
The clerk had noticed all of this on the camera, and immediately called the cops, who arrived a few minutes later. They searched the area and my car, but were not able to locate the guy, or anything that would lead back to him. The gas station clerk probably saved my life, because who knows what would have happened if I had driven off
Get your next
with that
flick!
stranger in the back seat. I think the lesson here is obvious. It's not enough to be cautious. You have to stay alert as well. Be suspicious but not stupid. And always listen to your mom.
Facts in the chat. Can I get a fax in the chat on that one? Yo, that was amazing. One patron. We gotta fix that, guys. We have to. The clerk was giving her all that static just to save her life. He could have just been like, "Ma'am, there's a man in your vehicle." Because the way he went about it, like, I probably would have hopped back in the car too. Like, sucker, I got the gas. I would have jumped back in the car. This sucker trying to... This next one is called Cookie, and it was uploaded by our friends over at Alter. So, Alter, what's going on, guys? This was sent to us by Juliet Hartwick, who said, "I am determined for you to watch this." So, Juliet, thank you for sending me this. I don't know where this determination is spawning from for me to watch this. It must be very good. So I would say thank you for sending me the video, and here's your reward. Juliet, don't start that. I'm just shove it in your gullet. Alter alert. Nope. I'm already not. No.
Looks like a burial.
In the road? Driver, what is it?
Driver, what is it?
You're afraid of the men.
She's British! Driver, what is it? You guys know, I was born in England. I moved to the US when I was a little tot. Ever since, I've been a waste man. Hey up, me duck.
Dead body. So they dig the grave in the middle of the road. Where people pass all the time. That's a cheerful introduction to you.
Oh, you don't got permission? What you doing?
Yes.
Zombie!
Zombies!
Hey!
She getting into it. Another one? Where's her supervision? Why is that not on the refrigerator? Out of reach.
Hey.
Hey. Oh my god, Jesse, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
How was she?
He did a
she was
bad
great.
job.
So we're still on for Saturday? 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, okay?
Oh,
Great.
she,
Thanks again.
Thank you.
She did a bad job.
What is going on with your face?
Nothing.
How many cookies did you eat?
I only had one.
One?
Don't lie.
That's a lot of crumbs for one cookie.
I only had one.
Now you're in
You
trouble.
know, I actually counted every cookie in that cookie jar. And if you did only have one, like I said, there should be exactly 13 cookies in that jar.
You didn't count them.
Ooh, smart mouth little girl. You know what else I'm about to count? These beatings I'm about to give you. What the frick is going on? Ooh, what the?
This is our new cookie jar.
I do not like it.
Well, then don't put your hand in it. This cookie jar is for adults only. Anytime that a child has stolen a cookie from this jar,
Why would you bring that home?
Bree, no more cookies.
Why would you bring that home, Mom? Why? Bro, I wouldn't want to look at that. I'm just trying to eat my Frosted Flakes at the table and I gotta look at that? Oh, she bad. Bad little girl. Whatever might have happened to her, nobody feel bad about it. Ooh, that jar is angry. What are you watching, AMC? on the TV? Yo, that's fire.
Mom!
Alright, Juliet. I see why you sent me this. Alright, alright.
Mom!
What, hard-headed little girl? Don't be calling for your mom now. You done stole the cookie.
Mom!
What is that? Oh, this is just a picture. What the?
Mom!
This is the face of pure terror.
Wake up! Oh my god! Are you gonna be okay?
These angles are crazy.
All right, well, you know where my room is if you need me.
Well, I done already seen something move in the corner. Bro, I keep seeing stuff. I'm tripping. You hear that? Oh my. This is on point. I'm scared. Man, they about to hit us with a nasty jump scare. Why is it facing that way? You was facing the couch, not the stairs. She for real walking outside right now? Where is your mom? Y'all don't lock the house up at night? You try to open my front door after 10 o'clock, the alarm going off. You shouldn't have did that. Shouldn't have did that. They trying to trick us, y'all. Don't even fall for it. This little everything's gonna be alright. Well, not ignore that singing, but you know, you hear the music.
Bree, where's the cookie jar?
No.
You don't know?
No.
Bree, did you take the cookie jar?
No.
Nobody likes a liar, Bree. Well, no more cookies in the house then?
No more cookies.
I was about to start dancing. Oh, don't get the babysitter dragged in.
Hey! Hey! How was she today?
She's painting.
Okay, well, we're still good for Thursday, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure it's gonna work.
Okay, well, I have
here's
your money
let
here.
know. It's fine, just send it to me. Thanks. Okay, I gotta go, bye.
Yeah, just send it to me as I take it. She ain't got possessed.
Hi, honey.
Hi, Mom.
Wow. Another masterpiece. Come on, it's way past your bedtime.
Wait. Perfect.
I love you, monkey. Is everything good?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see it
Night,
back.
honey.
Good night.
The last one for this week is, you guessed it, he's hot, he was popping, he's trendy right now. Siren Head: The Creation. Now this was uploaded by SCP Animated, and it was sent to us by Harrison White, who says slice that like button, but also that this is a sequel to the Siren Head animation we watched a couple weeks back. Y'all remember the one where the dude, his mom got bodied and then he took his dog to go fight Siren Head and then he got smacked up? This is a direct sequel. So if you haven't watched that one, go watch that one first and we on to the sequel. Shout out to SCP Animated. Y'all killing it. That's when his mom got bodied. Oh, no, that's him. But the end of the other one made it seem like he died, because Siren Head started calling out to the dog, which I forgot the dog's name.
It's about time. I've been wondering if you were gonna wake up at all.
What?
Where am I?
Man's got one shoe on.
How did I get here?
I imagined the same way I did. Him.
Right. I guess I never considered it had a gender. It was always just this thing. This monster.
Name's Charlotte. And if it's any consolation, I'm sorry your luck has brought you here.
My name's Jackson. Same to you.
What's your dog's name, Jackson?
What's your story? Clearly you already know about the Siren Head. Have you had run-ins with him before?
Yeah.
You could say that. He took my mom.
No, the dog. Get out of there.
I'll admit I've never fully recovered. I mean, I went after the guy with just an axe and a shotgun. How nutty must I have been? Every night for years, when I laid my head down, it wasn't the swaying of the wheat, or the chirp of the crickets I heard. It was the distorted, muffled voice of my mother speaking to me. It was Siren Head.
Wow. That all sounds really rough. I know you probably heard it from everyone close to you, but it isn't your fault, Jackson.
Oh, I know it isn't my fault. It's his. Now tell me, how did you find yourself down here?
Where are we?
Mine might not be as tragic as yours, but it is complicated, to say the least. In my former life, I was a doctor. Well, at least I was training to be one. When it all began, I was simply a resident, under the tutelage of the master surgeon, Dr. Vincent Henderson. God, did I respect that man.
That's a nod to, Trevor Henderson, the creator of Siren Head.
There's no problem he couldn't fix, big or small. Man, if he wasn't set on fixing everything he could. Luckily, I felt the same way. I thought the two of us could change the world. I would have followed him to the end of the earth. Sometimes, it feels like I did. About 2 years into my residency, he became extremely focused on philanthropic aid. We started taking trips to hospitals in more impoverished areas, volunteering entire weekends at a time. He kept pushing me harder, saying that we needed to do more. It was our civic duty. I was constantly exhausted. I couldn't catch a break. If it was anybody else, I would have given up and found a new surgeon to study under, but he was so inspiring. I pushed through so much exhaustion and pain for him and for the people we were helping. Invariably, there were patients that we could do nothing for. Either we were too late or they were too sick. Over time, I started to become accustomed to death, as most doctors do. But Vincent took it hard every single time. He said it felt like he personally failed them. One night, we were closing up his practice, and he pulled a bottle of gin out of his desk drawer. Told me I could stay for a drink if I'd like. And of course I did. As the night went on, he got more and more distraught, going on his usual tirade, berating himself for not doing enough. He said that every patient who died in his care was a life that he'd wasted.
No.
That stuck out to me. He never said that before. So I tried consoling him, saying that it wasn't up to him what they did with their lives. Then he looked at me intensely and said, "Maybe not, but there is something we can do with their deaths." He had me follow him into an exam room at the back of the practice, pushed a floor-to-ceiling storage cabinet aside to reveal a metal door that I'd never seen before.
Doc? Milo!
Where are you, boy?
No, don't follow him. Milo, that's not him.
Wow, a secret room. What was in there?
Are they
The
dead?
room was a cold storage unit. I'd never known about it all my months of working with him. He unlocked it and ushered me inside. I remember the shock, mostly, and the smell. There were 4 bodies laying on metal exam tables covered in thin white sheets. Panic started to rise, and every muscle in my body was ready to run, but a certain curiosity held me back. He walked to the first body and looked at me before lifting the sheet. It was a Caucasian male, about 40, bloated and extremely pale. His skull had been opened and sewn shut again, and there were pins sticking into his scalp. There was a speaker in his mouth, stretching his lips abnormally wide. The second body Vincent uncovered was a Middle Eastern female, no older than 30, who I could tell had been beautiful before she was hacked up. The third one was very thin, probably someone who suffered from anorexia. She was definitely less bloated than the others, but that could have been because the body was fresher. At this point, my mind was spinning and it felt hard to breathe. Vincent barely showed any emotion at all, probably just trying to gauge my reaction. He did hesitate slightly before revealing the last body, though. I couldn't tell what it had been. The entire head had been removed.
Serious?
Instead of a neck, there was a metal pole sticking out from between the shoulders, and mounted on top of it was a large cone-shaped speaker. More like a megaphone or a siren than a speaker, really. The body was completely emaciated. The skin was leathery, almost like it had been mummified.
I'm gonna stop you right there. This long-winded speech of yours really just boils down to your buddy creating this monster.
Yeah.
That's all it is, isn't it?
There's more to it. Really, we?
We? What do you mean, we?
Oh.
Just listen.
He about to kill you
Right
next.
after he showed me all of that, he explained the project to me. He needed help, he said. The two of us were doing all that we could, but it wasn't enough. There was still enormous suffering, even within our immediate community. Through this loss of life, he said he could build something useful, bodies to help aid us, if he could reanimate them.
What?
This was going to be his greatest achievement.
Oh my.
And he asked me to help him. He said he was very close to finishing the project, and he was sure his next one would work. But the operation would be delicate and lengthy.
We're all gonna die.
He needed me.
So what? You're in love with this guy, and you just do anything he asks?
It
Get
was
her.
complicated. I didn't say yes right away. I said I'd need time to think it over, which he agreed to. I knew it was disrespectful to the people whose bodies he used.
So what'd you do
I
it?
knew it was unnatural. Seriously, kid, I was torn about it. I couldn't sleep at night. My devotion to him and my belief in his work were pitted against this grotesque and extremely illegal project. But he procured a body just a couple days later, and when he called on me to step up, I just couldn't refuse.
Wow.
Procured a body? Jesus, did you never ask where he got them from?
Of course I did. I had a lot of questions. So many that I thought he would accuse me of prying and throw me out of his office, or worse. But he was always patient and answered every question with the same calm logic he used that first night.
I don't
The
care.
bodies were from a colleague of his. With the number of people that he helped, he'd won a ridiculous amount of favors and trust in the community.
And why the speakers?
Oh, the muscles used to create speech are much harder to control than muscles in your arms or legs. These things didn't need to talk much, but if they were going to interact with our patients, they need to speak a little. So the speakers were easier than trying to get their mouths to work.
What?
Well, we
Why
only
need
accomplished
two of
that
them?
once. On him. I wasn't even in the room for that part. He asked me to step out, but the rest of the operation was grueling. Prepping the body took nearly 20 hours, and then we had to remove the head, attach the sirens, string wires around, graft muscle onto metal, cover the really gross-looking parts with extra skin. It felt more like an installation than an operation in some ways. We pumped that body full of steroids, had it attached to huge monitors, used electric charges. It was
my-
so experimental. I had no idea how he came up with these techniques, if you could even call them that.
So I was right. You made it.
Sure, we both did. I felt conflicted the entire time.
Who wants a helper like that walking around the hospital? Look, it got blood on the siren. You couldn't invest in like a automaton or some Dyson robot, or it's things you can do now. Boston Dynamics, y'all, you can hit them up. You done made. No one wants to look at this. No. I'm like angry at his reasoning.
Once the thing came to life, you have to understand, I thought this would only lead to good things, less suffering. I was proud to some extent. At first it seemed to go really well. We would give it simple commands and it would listen. We just kept him in his office doing little tasks under supervision. Then, I think, Vincent went back and worked on him a little more without me.
How'd he get tall?
He started growing. And by all laws of logic, that shouldn't have happened. He wasn't truly, really alive. At least at first. He became more violent and hard to control, and one day he just broke through the wall of the office and ran off. We tracked him down to this wooded area, and it wasn't hard. He created this path of destruction wherever he went. It wasn't anything like he does now, though. He was only about 10 feet tall at the time. When we found him, he was blundering around in circles and spouting nonsense from his sirens. He seemed confused, honestly. It was all just radio static and the occasional word jumble. Vincent and I tried to talk to him, but he either didn't understand us anymore or didn't care what we were saying. Eventually, Vincent decided he was a lost cause and wanted to try again with a sixth body. But by that point, I was thoroughly horrified at what our creation had become. I told him I was out. I couldn't continue the project anymore. And I've spent all my years since then tracking Siren Head, trying to figure out how to undo my mistake.
Kill it!
Milo, there you are.
Oh.
Good boy, Milo.
Oh, no. Bro, that doesn't even smell like your master. Oh, is it?
Do you have any idea what grief you've brought people? I lost my whole family because of this thing. Who knows what it's done to other people in the 12 years since then?
You think I haven't thought about that? I've spent my whole life trying to make up for what I did.
How could you create something
Your
you
whole
had
life.
no control over?
But we did! I don't know what Vincent did to it after that first operation. That's what made us lose control.
Now, sounds like you're trying to tell yourself you're not to blame. Like you weren't responsible for everything it's done.
No, that's not true at all.
Oh! That's what you get.
Please, you have to help me.
I don't think so.
No.
You killed my mother.
The storytelling, incredible. The animation, lackluster. Most of the time we staring at a panning in image. The storytelling alone is carrying the series. It's a great story. And the voice acting, especially in this one, dang, I genuinely cared about what that lady was talking about. But my boy Jackson, I got a feeling that's gonna come back to bite him. See, you always gotta turn that cheek, man. I know it can be hard. It's probably gonna come back and bite him. Either way, this is a really awesome telling of Siren Head. And I wonder what Trevor thinks about this. Like, he's probably just sitting back like, dang, I ain't even think of that. But alright, you guys, that's gonna do it for this week's episode of Spooky Scary Sunday. I'm gonna give this one an 8.5. I'm gonna give it a 9. We had some good ones in there, definitely. Next week, I want y'all to get a 10 though. Send me the scariest videos. I'll be waiting. Next Sunday. That is Spooky Scary Sunday, right? Cause my name is Corey Kinchin. Slice that like